Hello, I'm back again. Part two. This time I'm gonna sit back a little bit, y'all. I tell you, my back is starting to give me problems again. Um, there I go trying to fix my hair again. Okay, so yes, it's still July the 5th, and the time is 2:48 a.m. I told you I was gonna take a small break. I was trying to do my nails here. I did turn off that fan in the background because, wait a minute, there's another fan going on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that. Let me turn that off too. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Lord, I had to go get me one of these monster drinks here, cause I'm staying up late for you all to do this video diary. You know. When you have to do video diaries or just be on video period, when you're making videos for the world or for the public, you got to have it together. I turned that fan off that was in the background, and because that was giving me a lot of noise in the background. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, because I know I don't like to hear. Sometimes if I click on a video and I hear all that going on, I'll click on to something else. So hopefully, y'all still with me. I did cut that fan off. I'm just going to sit here and just be hot until I get done. So I said in the last clip that I was going to share with y'all some phone conversations that me and my daughter had. Once again, I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons. Um, but if you go follow my story, you'll know who I'm talking to in this recording. Ooh, these monster drinks don't taste too bad here. Uh, they're monster energy drinks. That's what that is right there. Without the alcohol, of course. So yeah, let's get right into it here. Uh, I'm going to share with y'all the very first phone call I got from my daughter. Now, remind you, I hadn't heard from her or anything for let me see, August, September, let me see, August. It comes after August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Oh wow, almost a year. I haven't seen my daughter since August of last year, and I mean we spoke on the phone a couple times, even after we fell out August of last year. But you know, we've only spoke on the phone a couple times, and that was it. And I still haven't seen her, but she called me. Called me up out of the blue again a couple days ago. Uh, you will hear phone conversations that she was in jail, which I did know she was in jail from January to June. Or I thought she wasn't getting out to July, but she actually got out in June. But you'll hear her discuss what you'll hear her tell me that she was in jail. And, she said she got out in June of this year, but, I didn't hear from her until like 2 days ago. So I'm going to play the very first recording because I'm trying to update y'all as well on how I've been doing, what's been going on with me and my daughter, because this is public, you know, I'm trying to let y'all know what's been going on, give y'all some updates and everything. Uh, you know, I haven't seen her, my daughter, the one you're going to hear in the phone conversation, haven't seen her since August, since she left August of last year. And, you know, just to recap also, the reason why, I make it public, my story, is because I'm kind of running out of options with my daughter because, you know, you know, she's grown now, but we have an estranged relationship. I didn't raise my kids or her, and now what's going on? She's like slowly coming back into my life, and so don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I feel like I have to recap every time I come on video because like last time I was even on video was last year in December. That was the last time I was on video sharing about anything. Um, I'm having a very hard time communicating with her or trying to reach her because she's had addiction problems, you know, with alcohol, drugs like weed, and then she even said she was on a pill called Molly. I've never, I had never even heard of Molly until she actually said something to me last year, way early part of last year, and then after she told me, then I actually started hearing a lot about it, because I would research it and things like that. But like I hadn't even known anything about Molly, a pill called Molly, until she told me last year. Um, so yeah, so I'm just like trying to reach her. I'm trying to explain to her, don't go down the same destructive road I went down. You know, I come on here also to, I always try to help whoever I can, by sharing my story. It might touch somebody else. Sharing my story might help somebody else. And this is what I try to explain to my daughter because, she'll question me sometimes and be like, well, why are you even on Facebook sharing your story, or why are you even, doing this? And I try to tell her, well, you know what? It's about y'all. It's about you and my kids and letting y'all know, what happened to me as I was growing up and, why I had to, separate from y'all and things like that. But I also tell her, I've kind of, this is fun to me, you know. I'm actually turning a negative situation into a positive situation by coming online and sharing my story for the whole world to see. You know, I try to explain to her like, you know, and she don't really understand that. She probably will get it maybe down the line, as she gets older. But I try to tell her, I just it's fun to me. It's fun to share my story, and it's, maybe my story might help somebody else, even if I can't reach her, right? Even if I can't reach my daughter or try to help them some type of way of share my story. And right now she don't understand. She doesn't understand this. She- it's like she's like, 'cause she'll always come back and say, well, why do you keep the old videos? Why do you keep the old videos still on your page? You know, she'll try to say, like this couple days ago, she'll say, well, Mom, I just told you I'm not using anymore. And, so why do you still have videos where you're talking about me using? And, you know, and the reason why she's asking all these questions is because she doesn't even follow me on my page at all. She has told me so many times, Mom, I don't even watch your videos because I've heard your story so many times from you telling me and things like that. So, so she'll come back and ask me these questions and I'll tell her, you know what? You know what? I'm on video, I'm on Facebook, because of y'all. I'm trying to let y'all know what happened to me when I was very small on up to now. And it's like she maybe either she doesn't care because I've been on Facebook since 2015, no, I'm sorry, 2016, sharing my story, and none of them has put anything up under my videos. There's times where I'm trying to be sincere, I'm trying to talk to them, I'm trying to, I'm having all these, intimate, videos and intimate, conversations with them in the videos, and I'm trying to reach them, and I'm trying to tell them, I'm here, you don't have to be a stranger, just a lot of different things I be talking about in my videos. And she'll straight up and tell me, just like she told me in these recordings that I'm about to play for y'all, that she doesn't watch them. And I'm like, okay, but and then like, but she'll come and ask me for money or help her pay a phone bill or something like that. And I think that is so unfair. You know, you're I just think it's so unfair, and I'll be trying to tell her, like, this is the reason why you're so confused, and I try to tell her, when you're not, I told her a long time ago, she must don't remember. I said, when you're not around me, when you're gone and you're off running wild and everything, I said, I'm going to still come on here and I'm going to be making these videos, because I'm trying to get her attention. I'm trying to let her know that I'm still here. I'm trying to let her know, if you want to be in my life, we need counseling, because we obviously need counseling, because we have a the way we communicate is so bad. Like, I know I have good communication skills, and I know that I listen to her, and I know I do all these things, but there's a communication barrier, and I'm trying to tell her, maybe we should go to counseling for this. Because every time we get back together, or she'll call me out of the blue, you know, she comes back around, or she calls me, we end up fighting after 2 days. Sometimes it be for me getting angry because of something that she did, or I'll get angry because of something she did, you know. So like, so it's like, that's why I be telling her, I think, if you want to be back in my life, because I'll be telling her, this is not something to play about. I'm getting older. Life is too short, to be going around these circles. We're, it's like life is too short to, take life as a joke. And I try to tell her these things. You know, I'm trying to warn her. When I talk to her in these videos, I'm trying to warn her. Don't go down the same destructive road I went down. I'm trying to tell her, like, all these things. And she just seems like she's just not getting it. And I know she has to learn from her own mistakes. So I have to, right now, it's like I have to just let her go until one day she'll hit that rock bottom, or something. And, right now I feel like also, uh, I feel like I get angry because when she's communicating with certain family members on my side, like, I'll get so angry with her because, I might see her texting one of my sisters or something like that on Facebook, or family members, and I'll get so angry because, she knows that I don't hang with them, I don't mess with them, I stay clear and far away from them because they're like the enemy to me. Yes, y'all, that my family is toxic to me. These people do not, you know, they're so careless, they're evil, they're hateful towards me. They just, and a lot of them are still drinking and drugging. you know. And so that's another thing I try to tell her, I'm not going to keep going around people that are toxic to me. And I try to tell her also, I try to say to her, like, did you know going around family members can be toxic as well? Not just friends, family could be toxic. And my sobriety, like she knows that I used to be out. She knows I used to be addicted to alcohol and drugs, for example. I'm recapping y'all too. And you know, I try to tell her, my sisters and my mom and all them. First of all, they don't want to have anything to do with me. They can't stand me. For whatever reasons. Uh, I don't even go around them. I haven't been for like, oh gosh, probably over 20 years. I'm 47 and I haven't even been around them for, it's been a long time. And I try to tell my daughter, that's the reason why I stay clear from them, because they still doing whatever. And I can't be around that because it'll put my sobriety in jeopardy. You know, I've been sober and clean since 2002, and I'm 47 now, okay? But I'm still not strong enough to be around people that are using. I don't like to be around people. I mean, just looking at it, watching it, you know how when you're watching it, I'm talking to y'all public now. Do you know when you watch, you know how you'll watch, and if anybody's in sobriety, you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, in recovery, I mean. Sometimes I'll be watching TV on an app, you know, and then when the commercial comes on, and they'll show these beer commercials. Well, right there, my goodness, that's tempting. Sometimes in my head, I'll be like, oh Lord, that sounds good, you know. So how do you think it's gonna be for me if I actually am around people that's drinking? Oh my goodness, it would be all bad. I'll probably end up relapsing and everything else, and it's not gonna happen. I'm so thirsty, y'all. Now, this is not no alcohol, y'all. This is one of these energy drinks because it's late. It's like 3:10 a.m. in the morning. I want to stay up and do these videos for y'all. You know. But yeah, So anywho, I'm gonna get right into it because it's like I didn't went into 18 minutes in this video. I know y'all probably say yes, play the phone conversations, play the phone conversations. Okay, so this is me and my third daughter. I'm not gonna say no names, but you're already here. You're gonna hear probably her name when I start talking to her. Um, this is the first time we communicated, and you're gonna since last year, and you're gonna see. The reason why I want to share this also because you're going to see how badly, how poorly either my communication skills are or her communication skills. You know, you're just going to see. Because I be trying to tell my daughter also, because like a lot of time when she's talking to me, she'll say, "Oh, I gotta cut you off because I don't want to hear what you have to say or whatever you talk when you say certain things, it bothers me, it irritates me." you know. And I'll be trying to tell her that's so unfair, like because you want me to listen to you, but I don't never cut you off when you're talking. I always, like me, I'm always wanting to hear what she has to say. You know, I'll be so excited when I talk to her because I hadn't heard from her so many months. So yeah, I'm gonna be sitting on the phone like, yes, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? Tell me what's going on. I want you to start, yeah, from beginning to end. And her mind be like, right, really don't be on all that. She was just asked me, you'll see in the phone conversations, when the first phone conversation, she was asking me, could I pay her phone bill? She ain't studying me and asked and really worried about how I'm doing. She asked me in the phone conversation, yeah, well, how you doing? But at the same time, she's asking me, could I pay her phone bill? And we ain't even resolved. We haven't even resolved the conflict from last year. I keep asking her to go to counseling with me. I said, I'll even go to counseling with you. I'll even go to NAA meetings with you. I'll do it all with you. But she don't want to do that. And then I went back and told her, I said, you know what? If you don't want to go to counseling with me or me, I said, go for yourself. And you know what, y'all? Talking to the public now, she ain't been in counseling not one time since last year, you know? And you'll hear that also, in the phone conversation. And you'll hear also that she claims she has stopped drinking and drugging. She claims she's been sober clean, I guess, over 30 days. And you'll hear in the conversations also that how am I supposed to believe that I'm not around you? You know, because you got to be careful. You know, you know, I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for years. But when somebody is just going into recovery, it's hard for you to trust them because you don't know if they're lying. You know. All right, y'all. Here it goes. Let me go ahead and play the first phone conversation we had here. Let me get it ready. I gotta use my Bluetooth here. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get it on Bluetooth so y'all can really hear it good. I got you on speaker because I have to. Am I here? I don't know. Hello. Yes. I'm minding my business. That's what I'm doing. Why? I got you on speaker because I have to. I'm trying to get my hair. I'm trying to do my hair. Is what I'm trying to do. I just finished prepping it. Can you do my hair? I don't know, Sabrina. Where you been? Where you been these past? Yeah, I know. I didn't find out to the end again, but yeah. I was trying to call you, but I didn't know you had a new number. Yeah, I had to get another number. You know. Huh? You think me trying to contact you? When? Earlier? Yesterday? Oh, throughout all these months. No, I didn't. Cause what number you be trying to call from your other number? That number stays off. But I don't be knowing it's you. Well, I went to jail. I went to jail in January, and then I went to. Man, how would I answer you, Sabrina? I don't have any money to answer calls like that anyway. So how could I do that? Let me pause that. She said, did you hear what she said, y'all? She said, you know I've been calling you. No, I didn't know that she was calling from jail. Every time she goes to jail, I don't find out that she's in jail till the last two months she's in there. I don't be knowing where this girl be at. When she takes off, and I don't be knowing where she at, what she doing. So that I don't know why she would say that. And if you're watching, Sabrina, that's false. Cause I don't be knowing when you be calling, cause you don't never say who you are, nothing. But I do know this: my phone will ring sometimes, and nobody will say anything. So it must be you calling. But you never say who it is. I'll hear breathing, and then that's it, and you'll click off. Let's keep listening. Oh shoot, I done messed up here. Hold on, y'all. Damn it. Damn it, okay. I didn't messed up the daggone. Shoot. This is an iPhone that I'm on, but I have to keep going back and okay.
Hello. Yes. I'm minding my business. That's what I'm doing.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm trying to get my hair. I'm trying to do my hair. Is what I'm trying to do. I just finished prepping it. Can you do my hair? I don't know, Sabrina. Where you been? Where you been these past? Yeah, I know. I didn't find out to the end again, but yeah. I was trying to call you, but I didn't know you had a new number. While I was in there. Yeah, I had to get another number. You know. You saved me calling. Huh? You saved me trying to contact you. When? Earlier? Yesterday? Oh, throughout all these months. No, I didn't. Because all these months. You trying to call from your other number. That number stays off. But I don't be knowing it's you. Well, I went to jail. I went to jail in January, and then I went to. Man, how would I answer you, Sabrina? I don't have any money to answer calls like that anyway. So how could I do that? I don't know. What's going on? Okay. Huh? I went to jail in January. Uh-huh. And then I got out of jail and went to Nova House, rehab. I graduated from there, completed that. Okay, how long you been out of jail though? For 30-some days now. Oh, 30-something days. Oh, you just didn't get out this month. No, I've been out of jail since June. Oh. And I haven't been able to get my phone back on. I've been using the Wi-Fi. Ah! I bought me some blue crochet braids. I don't know if that's in style or not. Oh, they gave me a free crochet braid thingy. But I had tried some other braids. Oh goodness. Okay, give me two. I got one of these. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Oh, goodness. Is that it? Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to buy some more fucking hair. Some crochet. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Besides doing your hair. Huh? How you been doing besides doing your hair? Ain't that changed? I mean, you know, ain't nothing changed. We've been over here. We're still at the same place. Can you help me get my phone on? I don't know. But like I told you in the, I just told you, right? Did you see the text just now? Yeah, I see it. Yes, I'm going to be in Dayton, Ohio this coming Monday. And they're picking me up at 10:30. My appointment ain't till 2:30, but they're picking me up. So yeah, I guess I gotta find something to do until 2:30. You know. Yeah, I'll be down there early. I'm actually going to the I don't know who's listening. Is anybody else listening in the background? No. Okay. Where are you staying at right now? In this sober living place. Are you still on probation? Still on probation. Are you still? Oh my goodness! I remember when I got locked up years ago like that. I was off probation. I mean, like I did proceed. I don't know. I guess everybody's different. How long you gonna be on probation? Oh, them are my pets. Yeah, them are mine. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hello. How long you gonna be on probation? I don't know. I haven't even talked to my PO yet. I came here after I completed the rehab place, the treatment place, and that was part of my probation. But I haven't talked to my probation officer, and I don't know when. They made me do the time on the shelf.
Yeah, I think when you do the time on the shelf, when you have to do that, you're done. So you're saying you're not done with it?
No, I'm still on probation. But I don't know what else you want me to do.
And so now you're at this place to help you stay sober.
Yeah, but I don't want to be here.
I mean,
because they make you sit at this place across the street all day. You can't go nowhere. You gotta, it's just, I gotta move around. I gotta get a job.
That's what I'm saying, Sabrina. You can't live, can you live in Springfield, Ohio? What's going on? I mean, tell me what's really going on. I mean, go ahead.
I'm on probation. I haven't spoken with my PO yet, so I don't want to come to Springfield right now.
No, I didn't tell you. I didn't say come to Springfield. I'm just saying, are you allowed to come to Springfield if you could? I mean,
yeah, do whatever I want to do, but I haven't talked to my PO. So I'm trying to get in. I've been calling, trying to get in touch with her, but I ain't been able to talk to her or nothing yet. So I don't know what she expects me to do. I completed treatment. That was one of my things that I had to do. I completed that, got a certificate for that. Did no drugs in months. I've been clean and sober for almost 6 months now.
Almost 6 months. Hallelujah. Yeah. So you ain't had no drinking, no nothing, right?
No, nothing. No, I've been in jail most of the time.
Yes.
And when I'm there, I stayed clean there and completed it.
Yeah. Well, Sabrina, if you ever came back home, where I'm at right now, because you already know I have a lot of room over here, I'm just saying, things would have to be a lot different.
I know.
Yes, we have to go to counseling and things. Have you been? Yes. Have you been looking at my videos? The one I just posted.
No.
You haven't watched that one?
I'm on Messenger. She wasn't answering.
No. I'm talking about the one. It looks like somebody's been watching me. Did you watch?
Yeah, I didn't watch no videos. Why do you keep putting those videos on?
No, hold on, Sabrina. I'm talking about the ones that's on there right now. The ones, there's 2 of them. Like the ones that's on there right now. You ain't seen those yet?
No.
Oh, Lord. Well, you probably need to go look at them, because I'm pretty much talking in detail about, what I would need you to do, if you stay here at my house. Or, I'm pretty much talking about what I wanted you to do in the first place when you was here, right? Which was, what was I asked you to do when you was here? Let me see if you know.
What?
No, let me see if you know, Sabrina. What did I ask you to do long time ago if you was to stay here at my house? Let me see if you know.
Don't use no drugs.
Okay.
I know all of that.
Okay. Don't use drugs. Don't drink, right?
Yeah. You should be proud.
I mean, I'm glad you're not drinking and drugging right now. But what I'm saying is, I was even saying though a long time ago, I said, really, I didn't care what you did, just as long as you don't bring it to my house, or I didn't want to smell it. Because you know what, Sabrina, when you was doing all that, you could have went to a motel. You didn't have to drink and then want to come over to my house. Plus you had your own place back at the time. It was real simple. That's why I asked you, did you see those videos that's posted up that I just reposted? I like for you to watch them because, I'm literally sitting there talking to you and telling you, yes, this is all I was asking you to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got mine. No. Thank you. No, I'm looking at my hair. Okay, I think I got enough here. They gave me 3. They gave me 3 crochets. let's see. Huh?
So you've been doing alright?
No, not really. I wish I had some help over here sometimes. I mean, getting around and stuff. Huh?
You always say that.
I mean, I would like somebody to be with me when I go to my doctor's appointment sometimes and, you know, help me get around. I'm talking about somebody with a car, though, like stuff like that. Yeah, I know you ain't got no vehicle, so ain't no way you can help me do anything like that, but yeah. Oh, shoot, there's a lot of hair here. Okay, I got enough now. I was looking at this right. Yeah, I just have. Oh, wait a minute. Where is this from? Oh, this ain't from. Is this from Amazon? Is it? Yeah, this is from Amazon. I thought that I had got the black color. I think I switched it. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, I switched it. I'm about to put the fox, something I've never done before.
Mom.
Yes, Sabrina.
I gotta call you back because I gotta get ready to go to a meeting.
Yeah, okay. But like I said, I'll be up there Monday at 10:30. At the one Elizabeth place. You know what I'm talking about? The one, yes, that's where my pain doctor's gonna be. That's where I'm gonna be going every time I need to go see him. So yeah, I'll probably be up there. And just whenever they want to see me, it's gonna be at least once a month. So that'll be an opportunity for us to talk too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll call you when I get there.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, that's the very first conversation that we had uh, since last year in December. Actually, I think I remember it was she was trying to get me to pay her phone bill last year. And I'm going to elaborate on that too. Like when she tried to get me to pay her phone bill even last year, this is what happened, y'all. Now I'm speaking to the public. As you can see, this whole contacting me business, you know, you could clearly see to the ones that have been actually following me since 2016 that this child, the only reason why she contacted me was because she needed money to pay her phone bill. You do hear her ask me, well, how you been doing and things like that, but that's how I feel right now. That's what it was. She contacted me because she needed some help to pay her phone bill. You know, all the other people that she hung around with, you know, when she left me last year in August, I had let her when last time I saw her, she had actually came to she came down to visit, but then she said she wanted to stay. But in actuality, she couldn't stay because she was on probation. But she's the type that she'll tell you one thing and then a couple days later it might be something different. You know, because she'll tell me, oh, I'm coming home, but in reality, it's not that. It's she just wants she just wants something like money or something like that. And we had a big falling out about that last year. point where I almost jumped on her, leaped on her. You know, it was bad. And then, you know, I got that actually on Facebook, and y'all have to tune in or find the video so you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just feel like I get so tired of her. You know, she's obviously just using me. You know, and it's like that's where I'm at right now. I just feel like, you know, yeah, she just contacts me because, you know, she's down and out. You know, she needs a helping hand, which I don't mind helping her. But I told her long ago. I said, you know what? Because I know she's been addicted to alcohol and drugs. And I've always told her, if you're not around me in real time, or if I don't know how you're doing or what's going on with you, I said I'm not quick to give up my money like that. You know, I don't even have enough money coming in to take care of my own self, and she knows this. And she'll, you know what I'm saying? She knows all this, you know. And it's real funny how she waits until the first of the month. She got out of jail actually in June, but she waits until she knows when I'm going to get paid or something, you know. And then she contacts me. So let's keep this thing moving. So you're going to hear also uh, how quickly everything went sour just from us talking on the phone for 2 days. Let's move on to the next one. I believe this might have been in the same day. Let me see. But I only talked to her like 3 times from Tuesday up until yesterday, actually. Oh no, yesterday was a Thursday. I mean, Tuesday up until Wednesday, actually, I believe. Okay. Okay, so let me go to the next one. This is the second conversation. Let me get it on the, let me get it where y'all can hear it.
And it's on here. Like I'm on. Trying to get my damn Wi-Fi to work. I don't know what the hell going on because I sure could have paid the bill. You know, because I had bought this iPad and I was trying to sign in on Facebook with this damn iPad while I finished my damn hair.
It's the same day.
Okay, like it's appearing that it's on here. Like I'm on Facebook right now, but it keeps saying no internet. Okay, you know what? Hold on for a second, Sabrina.
Pissing up my hell.
Damn thing is on. It's on. I'm just going to reset it. You better not turn my feet off. I said, they better not turn my damn Wi-Fi off. I just reset my box. Because I ain't forgot my Wi-Fi password. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what's going on? Can you see me on? Did you before you called me? Did you see me on Facebook?
No, my phone is off. I can't see nothing no more. I'm not by no Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. What's going on? Hot damn! I only got me some more hair in the mailbox.
Some more hair?
Yeah, because I had ordered some hair What the hell is this? Yeah, I had ordered some hair.
Yeah, I think this is the next day on
And
Wednesday.
I had a lot of money on my Walmart gift card, I mean.
Yeah.
And man, they had me waiting forever for that shit. And then when it finally came, they only sent me 2
Yes, this was the next day. She called me the first time on a Tuesday. This is the next day, Wednesday.
Get on Walmart.com and you can oh shit.
And then the third call would be the same day after I was upset.
My socks crazy. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get my hair down. It's done, but I just have to, go around the edges because you know what happened? Well, first of all, let me ask you, how are you doing this morning, my daughter? You know when I say my daughter, I ain't mad at you. You know that, right? I told your butt. I told you. I said I'd either be down there Monday or you have to come up here. Because I'm not just going to pay anything, Sabrina. And I don't know how you're doing. Because remember I told you, I got to see how you're doing before I, give up my money like that. I said I either see you in Dayton or you can come down here. Remember I told you. Oh, this is what I want to tell you also. You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Now, I hate to sound like, I don't want to sound like, preachy to you or anything like that. But the first thing I want to ask you is, did you watch the videos? I'm talking about the first 2 that's on Facebook.
No, because my phone is off.
Your phone? Okay, but you can't go to, you can't, they don't let you go to live or anything like that?
I call her in a lie. She is able to get on Wi-Fi. She lied about that.
Damn it, this is the hair I wanted right here. Oh, this is
because
what
I actually called her chatting on Facebook.
I forgot. See, on Amazon, I ordered the locks, right?
Yeah.
But they just sent me the kind, oh my fucking God, that I really, really wanted because this type of hair right here, and girl, I got the blue. You know that's the style now, ain't it? The blue, like the black and blue, the hair. You know what I'm talking about? The two-tone. Girl, everybody been trying to get their hair colored like mine, especially on that chatty site. Oh boy, come in the chat room. He said, "You know what, Latoya is my name on the chatty site." He said, "Oh girl, did her hair just like yours." He said, "You inspired her." I said, "Oh really?" Yeah, I know these bitches out here be trying to be like me. They can't stand me on the chatty site, Sabrina. They are so jealous of me. I'll be like, I don't know why. Girl, they be jealous.
They been jealous.
But they want to be more jealous if I get this hair hooked up right. Because, damn it, this is the hair that I really wanted to put in my fucking hair. This is the kind, this right here that I got in my hand. I'm going to let you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to get on video. Now that I know we're back talking, I might make me another video and put it on Facebook. We got to give some updates. You know that, right? See, some updates. You know what I mean when I say updates? Okay. You had asked me. Okay, let me say this first. You remember you asked me yesterday because I don't forget nothing, right? You asked me. You said, Mom, why you keep having those videos? Why you keep posting those videos? What videos are you talking about, actually?
All of them. The ones that's the same old ass videos.
Okay. But Sabrina, you just told me just now that you don't even watch them. So why would you even be concerned about it? Let me just ask you that first.
Because I want to know what is causing you to keep watching the same.
Okay, wait a minute, Sabrina. You just said that you don't watch my videos, though, right?
I I looked at it. I took a glimpse of it at the page that you had. Okay, I looked on there and I was like, she's still posting these videos. But no, I wasn't about to sit there and watch them. I done seen them a million times.
Oh no, not the last two that I made in December of last year. Did you see them?
The ones on the bus. The ones on the bus.
Yes, but I'm talking about Sabrina.
I'm gonna pause right there because I know my daughter's gonna be watching me. This is to my daughter. Okay, I heard what you said, right? But you're forgetting something, my daughter. You know exactly why I'm sharing my story, okay? You know why I'm doing this. I have shared also in another video, Sabrina, my daughter, that when I share my story, there's going to be times in between where, you know, I'm going to share about different highlights of the day, what's going on. I'm going to share. I told you, you remember I told you in the very first video that I made, I uploaded on Facebook, I said I want to be able to mirror me and your behavior, whether it's good or bad. See, my daughter, it's like this. I've already told you what's going on and what it is. The reason why I keep those videos on my page is so me and you can go back and watch how we behave towards one another. It's kind of like a reminder of how we're doing now, and then how we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's how we're doing right now. Like I want to be able to keep them on there like that because right, I want to show the world. You know what I'm saying? Because this is for the public too. Because Sabrina, you keep forgetting, even if it doesn't help you or reach you, this might help somebody else. So I want the world to see how much we progress in this journey of trying to rebuild, whether we make a progress or maybe, or not. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. This is my page. It's not fair for you to tell me, well, you shouldn't keep the videos on your page, and because I've already told you in the beginning, my daughter, what it was in the beginning. I've already told you this plenty of times, and this is the reason why I tell you stop smoking the marijuana a lot. Stop the drinking because what does drugs do to your brain? You remember that commercial we used to watch? The whole world used to watch a long time ago. Remember the commercial said he cracked that egg and put it in the frying pan and he said, "This is your brain on drugs." You remember that? Years ago they used to I don't know if they air it now, but they used to put that commercial, and that is so true because when you're numb. Because I noticed, Sabrina, you get very forgetful, and you're younger than me. You're only 27, 26 years old. You know, I notice when we're talking, you'll say, why this, why that? And I had already told you in the beginning, and it's clearly on some of the videos. I clearly am talking to you in the video just like as if you're sitting right here next to me. This is the reason why I do the videos. Because I know we have a communication problem. We got a lot of communication barriers. And so that's why I'll do videos like this. Okay? It's to help us look back and take a step back and look at ourselves when we're angry with each other, or when we're halfway getting along, okay? But now it's getting to the point where, I mean, we've never really got along anyway. But I thought I would come up with, this was the whole part of me doing this, sharing my story, is to try to reach you in some type of way, try to get you to step back and take a look at yourself. And I told you I needed to step back and take a look at myself as well. And this is the reason why I upload the bad moments we have with one another and the good. Because you know what, Sabrina? Let me see if I can say this right. Because I want to be able to document, if we're making progress. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think I think I'm already making progress with you because you just told me. You told me, you know, or I think I'm talking to my daughter now, but to the public as well. I don't know. There I go get forgetful. I think she told me in the first conversation that she was clean and sober, or was it this conversation? But anyway, you'll hear in the phone conversations, if you go back and rewind it or whatever, you'll hear all that, where she said she stopped drinking and drugging. Now, I would hope she did it because, she's doing it for herself and not necessarily for me. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you, Sabrina, do it. You want to do it for yourself. But yes, it would make me proud of you. Any parent would be proud of their kids, you know, not using drugs or drinking, right? You know, I don't want to tell you, don't make me your God. I'm not your God, Sabrina. You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just your mother. But all I can do is give you suggestions. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I can't, like I told you before, if you went back and watched the other videos, I said, Sabrina, I'm not your counselor. I'm not a rehab center. Okay. But I know how I am. You know what I mean? I know how I am as well. I have a potential. Because, like, if I was to go back to school, if I was to go to college or something like that, that would probably be one of the things I would probably want to go to school for, to be some type of counselor, like maybe for the youth or whatever. That was always my dream. But when I had y'all, all them dreams had to be put on hold. I couldn't. There were so many. I had 5 kids, which was by your dad. So all that had to be put to the side, back in the day. But yeah, I could tell the way I talk, you know, because I noticed one thing about me. I'm very conscious minded. A lot of people have said I was conscious minded. I could tell that I would probably do very good in that area, you know, because number one, Sabrina, and to the public, I have been through a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? I have. And this is the reason why I be trying to talk to you, Sabrina, because I've already been through what you're doing. And a lot of times people like to, they like to listen to people, that's been through something. Because the saying as well, you know, I know, I'm sure you've heard people say this too, and I have too. You know, it's just like me. Like when I hear people's stories or whatever, you know, or hear them talk about the struggles they go through, I would rather listen to somebody that has been through the same type of stuff I've been through and that made it and became successful in their jobs or got a good job or you know, they turned their life around and now they're doing better. You know what I'm saying? Them is the type of people I would more listen to than somebody that's had it good all their life and they've never been through anything. And that's how a lot of us learn, you know. That's how it is. But what I want to say to you, Sabrina, before I finish these phone conversations, you know, if you don't want to listen to me, you know, and try to rebuild with me, you know, remember I told you in one video, I said, but you're going to have to listen to somebody, you know. And one day it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you one day. You know, you're going to be sitting around, like I said in another video, I said you're going to be sitting around and you're going to, like it's going to hit you like, damn, you know, why didn't I listen to my estranged mother? Why didn't I listen to whoever else you talk to about these type of things? I don't know if you have anybody to talk to. This is the reason why I say, you know, you should be in counseling. You know, like talk therapy, things like that. If you don't really have anybody to really, the right people to go to talk to about these type of things, you know, like I said, there's meetings, there's NA meetings, NA meetings, Alcohol Anonymous, you know, the AA meetings. That's how one of the reasons how I stay clean and sober. And like I told you before, I love going to the meetings. Oh, I love it. And I really want to get back into the meetings. You know, I told you I would go with you. You know, another thing you were saying in the phone conversations when we talked the very last time, you know, you were telling me like, oh, you're being negative. It's gonna cause me to relapse. People, I'm talking to y'all too public. You're gonna hear in this phone conversation because she said this in the this third phone call. I'm like, wait a minute. I never said a lot of negative things in this phone call, the one I'm about to let y'all hear now. So yes, Sabrina, I never was talking about, you know, what the family did. I'm not trying to bring them up all the time, but I will bring them up if I see you communicating with them, communicating with the ones that is trying to tear your mother down. Because I'm trying to figure out, yes, in my head, like, why is my daughter communicating with these people when she knows that they're trying to destroy your mother? And that's why I can't, maybe, I don't know if I'm being selfish on my part by telling you, yeah, you shouldn't hang around with them or whatever. But I know what these people have tried to do to me, and that's why I'll be like, get so angry, and I'll be trying to figure out why is she hanging with these people? Yeah, or even saying hi to them on Facebook. You know, it's like, Sabrina, you should be telling your aunts and your cousins, like, you know, apologize to my mom because you lied on her and said that, you know, she did this and that. I don't know if you've ever brought that up to their attention or not. Anyway, y'all, let me keep moving. This video is going over an hour, but so I'm gonna have to rewind this again a little bit. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. I might have to fast forward it, y'all. Trying to get my damn Wi-Fi to work. I don't know what the hell's going on. I still couldn't pay the bill. Because I had bought this iPad and I was trying to sign in on Facebook with this damn iPad while I'm fixing my damn hair. But, okay, like it's appearing that it's. I'm on Facebook right now, but it keeps saying no internet. Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on, I'm trying to get it on the speaker, the big speaker. Okay. Oh, shoot. I just reset my box because I ain't forgot my Wi-Fi password. I don't know what's going on. I'll be like, I don't know why. Girl, they be jealous.
They been jealous.
But they want to be more jealous if I get the hair hooked up right because, damn it, this is the hair that I really wanted to put in my fucking hair. This is the kind, this right here that I got in my hand. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna get on video, now that I know we're back talking, I might make me another video and put it on Facebook, and we gotta give some updates, you know that, right? Some updates, you know what I mean when I say updates? Okay, you had asked me, okay, let me say this first. You remember you asked me yesterday, because I don't forget nothing, right? You asked me, you said, Mom, why you keep having those videos? Why you keep posting those videos? What videos are you talking about, actually?
All of them. The ones that's old, the same old-ass videos.
Okay. But Sabrina, you just told me just now that you don't even watch them, so why would you even be concerned about it? Let me just ask you that first.
Because I want to know what is causing you to keep watching the same.
Okay, wait a minute, Sabrina. You just said that you don't watch my videos, though, right?
I looked at it. I took a glimpse of it at the page that you had. Okay, I looked on there and I was like, she's still posting these videos. But no, I wasn't about to sit there and watch them. I done seen them a million times.
Oh no, not the last two that I made in December of last year. Did you see them?
The ones on the bus.
Yes, but I'm talking about, Sabrina, the last two videos I just posted them again yesterday. The new ones. I'm talking about the ones after we spoke, after you wanted me to help you pay your bill, because something was fishy about that, and I'll explain that later. But I quickly made a video, and I was trying to tell you why I stopped the payment. So you didn't even watch that one, did you?
No, I don't know which one.
That's why I'll be telling you, you need to stay up and you need to follow up. That's why I'm on Facebook. I'm doing all these videos. Who do you think I'm doing all these videos for, Sabrina? Come on now. I know you can answer that. Why do you think that I'm on video on Facebook in the first place, doing a video diary? Let's see if you know that. Why am I on Facebook, period?
I don't even know.
Oh, Lord, honey. You know what? I ain't trying to be funny, but that weed you smoking or the Molly pills or whatever the hell you was doing in the past has really got your brain fried, Sabrina. I know I'm funny. I know I'm funny. I make a lot of people laugh when I'm on the chat room and all that. They love when I come to the chat room. They love when I talk because I be funny, but I'm trying to be serious though right now. Now you need to.
Don't talk to me about no drugs because I ain't did no drugs.
Okay, Sabrina. I ain't trying to make. I just told you though. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but you act like
But see, Sabrina,
don't do that.
hold on, Sabrina. You act like you don't know. You telling me that you don't know why I'm on Facebook.
I mean, I don't know if you got to change the heart. I don't know.
Okay, no, forget that. Just scratch that. I'm talking about go back to 2015 or 2016. When did I start being on Facebook?
You never gonna stop doing the video.
Okay, no, hold on, Sabrina. Why am I on Facebook talking to you? Why am I on Facebook, period?
Why would you be on Facebook talking to me and knowing I can't see it?
No, I ain't talking, Sabrina. No, that ain't the question I'm asking you. Why am I on Facebook? It's a simple question. I mean, period, in general.
That's why I don't know. To be famous.
No, Sabrina. No. Not to get famous, Sabrina, but if that happens, I will. Okay, Sabrina. Why did I start why did I start going on Facebook? You tell me, right? Huh? To tell my hello, good Lord.
Hello.
That to share my story and to share my story for who?
I already know, but you have to ask.
For who? No, I just want you to know so we have understanding here. Yes, for who? For y'all, right?
Yeah, but do you understand? None of them people watch that.
Okay, you know what, Sabrina? Somebody obviously is watching it, but that's okay. You know what, Sabrina? I'm doing it for y'all, but I take my time, and I'm gonna tell you also why I do it. And if you watch my videos and watch how I talk, then you would understand why I'm doing it. But you're not on Facebook following me though. See, if you're not following me and you don't really know what's going on, then that's why you're asking all these questions. I'm telling y'all and the public in detail what I'm doing. At first, it started out I was mad. Remember at Shamar and them because you came back telling me how they was talking about me way back in the past, right? That's what prompted me to get on Facebook because remember she told that lie on me. Remember she was like, "Yeah, you molested your own kid." What the? Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was a lie. There's nowhere on record that I ever did anything like that. That was a straight up lie. That is not why I put y'all in foster care when y'all was kids. Well, you're asking me. You want to know why, Sabrina? That's why I'm telling you. But what I'm saying is, yes. But hold on, let me finish though. Yes, that's why I'm on Facebook sharing my story. Because I got testimony, right? Because I've been clean all these years, and it's really, really for sport. But I'm being serious, you know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else when they post videos. But I'm actually on there trying to make a difference. I'm actually on there trying to talk to y'all, talk to you, my daughter, and my own kids, and I'm trying to let the world know because Shamar was the one that went on Facebook and spread that lie about me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Why would she be on Facebook saying all this about me when they don't even come around me? That's what prompted me to do this in the first place. Okay? So I'm basically going... Huh?
I gotta go outside for a second. I'll call you back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so in the third one that I'm going to play, I was upset before she called me. I was upset, and I had seen this is all on the same day. So this phone call was the same day. The second and third one I believe was in the same day. When I talked to her the third time, I was very upset because I seen her chatting with my sister, the one that I've already told her. I mean, she was the one. My daughter was actually the one that would come back and tell me that they talked badly about me, also to the public, just to let y'all know what's going on as well. And I went back on Facebook And I was so angry, and I said, I was trying to ask my daughter, why are you doing this? If you are communicating with my sister, why are you letting me see the text? Because I was telling her in this third conversation that there's settings where you could put where, if you don't want somebody to see something, you could say you could hide that. Why would she want me to see that? I don't know. And I hope y'all give me some feedback on this, because I'm really, I just, that is so weird, because I know how my daughter could be too. She would do stuff out of spite when she's not getting her way. That's part of her, you know, uh, personality or whatever, personality trait or something like that. Yeah, she would do stuff, you know, out of spite, or just do any little thing to make you upset if she doesn't get her way. And maybe that's what it was. She was trying to hurt my feelings or hurt me when I saw her and my sister communicating on Facebook. It just really bothers me, like, you know. So anyway, let's move on to the third phone call. This was after I had already seen her texting with my sister, and I was trying to talk to her, but in this phone call, you'll see how it was very bad, poor communication. She would try to interrupt me before I say something. You know, couldn't get a word in. But she just told me last year, because we're sitting beside each other in one clip, and I was trying to ask her why she was so angry, and basically she was telling me that I interrupt her, or I don't listen to her, always cut her off. But you'll see in this third conversation, she was doing exactly the same thing that she accused me of. So this is why I tell her, I said, we need counseling. Okay, so this is the third one. Third conversation. All on the same day, I believe. Okay, Sabrina. I've been on her. Let me hold on. Yes. I've been on Facebook though. I've been on Facebook. Okay, Sabrina.
Right. My phone on, so I was gonna be able to see it.
Okay, Sabrina. I've been on.
I need help.
Yes. I've been on Facebook though. I've been on Facebook.
I can't see none of that though. My phone is out.
Okay, Sabrina. You know what? I've been on Facebook, right?
Right.
And I seen under your.
That was a straight up lie. She said she didn't see it. Yes, she did. She been on Facebook.
Okay. That, or you were making a statement, I guess making a statement. She came back and you said, I guess you was telling her about that you're on probation. You never even told me this. This happened like 3 hours ago. But you're telling me.
I did tell you I was on probation.
No. You ain't told me none of that, Sabrina. I've been recording all our conversations. Stop.
I was trying to tell you that you started talking about some stuff that I wasn't trying to hear.
No, Sabrina, that's not.
I
That's
don't want to hear nothing about you arguing with them on Facebook.
Okay, Sabrina, that's not fair though.
Oh, yeah, I'm off probation. I put on my page that I was off probation. That was hours ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I
I'm
talk?
off probation, and I didn't tell Denise shit. I don't talk to Denise.
Okay, you was making a statement though on Facebook, and she came back and said, "Yeah, welcome home, baby, this and that and whatever." You know, so.
That was yesterday.
Okay, Sabrina. Okay, I know. Yes, I know it was yesterday, but I don't see how. You know, I'm still standing firm on this. If I see you, you didn't even have to let me see that. See, because I know you can go in the settings and you could fix that where I won't be able to see you two chatting back and forth though.
I wasn't chatting back and forth.
I see. I don't think you was because you had made a statement and then she came back. So obviously she
I said thank you. That was it. She said welcome home when I said thanks. I didn't say nothing else.
Yes. So obviously.
How is that negative?
No. I ain't saying it was negative on your part, but what I'm saying is I ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? But so obviously she knows you're out of jail, right?
Right, but I don't talk to her. I don't call her. I don't do none of that. She chose to say that. I don't
Okay,
talk to
so
her.
yes, obviously you're friends though. You're friends, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm friends with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So that don't mean I talk to them.
So,
I don't even know her number.
okay. But Sabrina, I really need to know why you wanted to contact me out of the blue. I know you already been in jail, but still, we was not on good terms last year.
You put the answer in the phone when I was calling you in jail.
Okay.
I didn't know you had a new number. I called my dad and I asked my dad, has he seen you? He said he seen you one time. And I told him to go over there and give you a note. And so after I ended up seeing you on Facebook. And then when I was able to get on Facebook.
That is not what I asked her.
What do you mean? I'm allowed to contact you. Why are you asking me?
Okay, Sabrina, what I need to know is...
You want me to contact you? Then
I'm not, but you know what, Sabrina? I'm asking you a question. It's a fair question.
Because I wanted to know if you were alive still. Maybe because I care about you. That's why.
Oh, really? That's why you contacted me.
That's the honest truth.
Because you...
I want my dad to go over there and check on you.
And
nobody know. This was where we found out on Facebook.
Sabrina, you contacted me because you wanted me to pay your phone bill. Tell the truth or shame the devil. That's why I named my page this. Tell the truth or shame the devil.
You know where I stay at. He ain't did none of that. I ain't get no note.
That's what I told him to do. So,
you know, because he knows, well...
you don't think I care about you?
Sabrina, I really don't know what's going on because I haven't seen you. You ain't been around me in real time.
Exactly, because I was in jail.
Yeah, I already know that you was in jail, but even if you weren't... Sabrina, first of all, Sabrina, you left it bad. That's what I was wanting to talk to you about this when you called the very first time. You always call me. You always talk about you got to get off the phone. How are we supposed to talk if you always have to get off the phone?
Because you keep talking about negative shit.
Sabrina,
I don't about you arguing with them on Facebook.
Sabrina, that is not fair. This is the reason why I keep saying we need to be in counseling if you want to be in my life. How are you going to tell me to not talk about this or not ask questions? You know, Sabrina, that's not fair though. Okay, Sabrina, I don't care if it's 2034, Sabrina. We still have not resolved any issues. Do what?
I can't do it. You don't call me to relax. I can't do it because you're stressing me out.
Okay, Sabrina, how's that gonna cause you to relapse?
Because that's irritating me.
Okay, Sabrina, you don't think it irritates me when you just call me out of the blue and you want money? I haven't talked to you.
I didn't ask you for money. I said, did you have to get my phone?
Yes, that's money, Sabrina. You know, but see, Sabrina, This is the reason why. But see, Sabrina, you talking about you get irritated. How does you think that makes me feel though?
All I'm saying is, I do not want to hear about when you arguing with them on Facebook. I have to hear it all the time, a million times, over and over and over again. You don't think I get tired of hearing that?
Sabrina, you know what? You are obviously, you just so naive to not be.
No,
I told you.
And now you was judged. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And I'm trying to live a better life.
Okay. You know what, Sabrina? I still have to be around you in real time to even believe that. I mean, how can I believe that anyway? I mean, I haven't seen you in so many months. That's because you was in jail. I already know you was in jail. But you know what I'm saying? You tried the last time and it didn't work. But you know why it didn't work the last time though? Can you tell me why it didn't help? You know why? I already know why, but do you know why it didn't help the last time? Didn't work?
Yeah, I know why. Because I went back to the same old place and did the same stuff.
Exactly. Hung around with who? The same old people.
But I'm not hanging around those people no more. I'm not doing none of that.
But Sabrina, you're telling me this, but I'm not going to believe anything until I actually see it. We have to be around in real time. I can't just go off what you're telling me over the phone, though.
Right. So how do you expect me to do that if I'm living and dating?
Well, I mean, you've never suggested, you say, okay, Mom, come and see me. You don't never suggest that. You never, because I could get rides. I mean, it's not hard to get to Dayton, Ohio. Or you could come here to visit, You say you're not on probation, right, anymore.
And she just told me today.
Yes.
Today.
So,
that I was on probation.
So, right. So you could pretty much do whatever you want, right?
Yes. I am trying to stay sober.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, Sabrina?
Even though I'm on probation, I'm still trying to do that.
You know what, Sabrina? How you think it makes me feel, okay? See, this is the reason why I told your hard-headed butt to try to stay sober long time ago. I've been talking to you since 2015. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell you, this is the outcome though. When people use and they get selfish, they don't care about what nobody thinks, whatever. See, you still, if you're not using anymore, okay, that's good. But you got a lot of things to work on. Because that goes with addictions, being selfish and all that. That's still going on. But that's why I was telling you, if you have to try to work on that by going to counseling. Are you into counseling anyway? Can you tell me that?
No, I'm not. I do want to go to counseling, but I'm not going to counseling right now, no.
Well, that's talk therapy is one of them that you could have been in an appointment for that when you got out of jail. That's one step. That's one thing that you definitely should be doing, just like I need to be doing. But I've been sitting here trying to wait around you. Yeah, I'm on medications or whatever, but I still need talk therapy, right?
Yep.
We both need talk therapy. I'm talking about both of us. Is somebody knocking on my door? Hold on for a second. Okay, so somebody was knocking on my door, and you don't have to hear that if it's a friend coming over. But by listening to that recording, I quickly discovered that we was having some poor communication skills there. So when I come back, I want to do another video, and I found an article, my daughter, that might help you. I'm most definitely see if it helped me. And I want to just read some of this off when I come back for the next video, because listening to that,
This is why I like to do what I do, public, and my daughter, because right there, that just showed me that either I, excuse me, have poor communication skills going on or lacking, you know. I know what communication skills mean, and I know I pretty much do good as far as that, but I'm not sure if it was me or you or both, you know. I did notice that you kept, I would try to talk and you would just try to talk over me and cut me off you know, and what I want to say to that, my daughter, like I heard when you said that, oh, just talking to you right now is irritating, it's going to cause me to relapse. Stop it. That's now you're doing the blame game. Sabrina, that's one thing addicts do. They'll start doing the blame game. You know, First of all, I've been trying to get you to go to counseling, do talk therapy. I said if you don't want to go with me, you can go by yourself. You just said in that phone conversation when I asked you, I said, have you been going to any type of counseling? You said no. So, my daughter right there, I said, you don't have to go with me. You could be doing that right now. When you got out of rehab, that should have been the first thing that you did. You could have, that was the first thing you really should have did. You know, you're telling me, you said in the recording, you said, I don't like staying here. Well, I don't know if it was this one, it was another one. I don't like staying here because they don't do nothing, make you sit around, da 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 da. You know, but them homes are just set up and designed to help people. You know, but you know what, my daughter Sabrina, you want money to pay your phone bill. You want me to pay your phone bill. What? To get on the internet, get on Facebook, chat with your friends. When you should be trying to get on the internet and I hate to try to give you advice or whatever, and maybe I'm wrong doing that because you probably don't want my advice, but I'm just trying to lead you in the right direction. Like part of recovery and staying off of drugs and alcohol. I'm only telling you things that I have done actually in the past, or I have actually done to stay, clean. Um, I never really did the counseling thing, and that's why I keep bringing it up to you. That would be new to me also if we went together. But I have done things like had the doctor put me on medication for anxiety, keep my nerves calm. I have been to the NA meetings. I've done the church thing. I went to church, because that's counseling right there in itself. When you letting God run your life and things like that. As far as that, you remember when we used to stay in Dayton, Ohio, how you know we would sit do Bible studies together, right in my own home. You know, you and Victoria. I used to. There was a time where I was doing the church thing faithfully every week and going to Bible studies for a long time. You know, um, but it's like Sabrina, you have to keep yourself busy. Common sense tells me that when you're trying to recover from alcohol and drugs, you got to keep your busy. Just do what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? I'm on the internet. Remember I told you another video. I said internet is a good tool to educate your mind with. Like I'm on here. I enjoy coming online, sharing my story. If I'm gonna come online and be on Facebook, I'm gonna try to do something productive. Try to help people grow spiritually. Try to help people bring awareness. Try to teach. You know, you could be doing the same thing. That right there keep your mind occupied. You gotta do something. You gotta exercise. They say it's good to exercise when you're in recovery like that. You gotta find some things to do. You know, exercise, take walks, or if you do get on the internet and using Wi-Fi and things like that, you need to be using that as a tool. Well, let me see, maybe rephrase that. Maybe you should be using that, or I feel like you should be using the internet to look up, like, okay, what doctor do I need to go see to treat my anxiety issues? I already know you got anxiety issues. You've already told me. It's on recording as well. In public, you know what I'm talking about. In public, if you want to go back and look at some of my videos where I'm talking about these type of things, because there's videos where we're actually sitting in the video together and we're talking about this. You know, that's one thing. That's why I come on here and talk to you like this, my daughter. You have to keep your mind occupied. Whether it's like working, like I know you like to try to work. Something. You have to get up and do something. If you want to get on, if you want to be on the internet so bad to talk to your friends, well, one of the things, I hope you're not doing though, when you do talk to your friends on Facebook, is not hanging with the same ones that you drink and drugged with, because, okay, I'm sure common sense would tell you, you cannot keep hanging with the people, not right now, because you're not strong enough. The ones that's, already drinking and using, you know, weed, speedballs, Molly. And this is, like I told you before, this is one reason why I'm alone, because I have to find me a new set of friends. And I think I've already did that. Hey, Brandis, shout out to Brandis, because me and her became friends, she's pretty much the only friend that I have right now. And that's the truth, Brandis. Remember how you shared with me, Brandis? Now I'm talking to Brandis. You remember how you shared with me, like you don't really want to go around a whole lot of people either, because it's hard for you to trust people. This is the reason why me and you could relate so well, because we share a lot in common when it comes to that. Oh Lord, my hair is falling to the did I just lose my earring again? All right, y'all. So the next clip is going to be, I'm going to read off. I got an article. I found something online that could probably help my daughter, whether she want to, whether she like it or not. Or if anybody else want to tune in on the third video that I'm about to make, feel free to join me. I'm going to be talking about, this time I'm going to have a topic, and I'm going to be discussing or talking about uh, communication skills. What is needed? What are some of the things family has to work on to have good communication skills? So I'll be right back. Stay tuned for more Ghosts from the Darkness. Stay tuned for more of Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil. Be right back. Okay? Do my Put my hair to the side before I click off. Y'all know how the thumbnails be. Okay? Okay? Be right back.